Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal with the K. Today I'm gonna do a video about a new piercing that I got. I got my nose pierced and I'm just pretty much gonna talk about the process. I'm actually gonna show you a couple clips of when I was actually getting it done. And yeah, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Even if you're not interested and you like me and all of that good stuff, stay tuned as well. No, I hit 100 subscribers. I'm so happy. Yay! I actually got the email today. I was like, oh, it's lit, let me go record. Cool. So the nose ring, first of all, let me show it to you. Let me zoom in so I can actually see it. The reason I don't have on makeup in this video is because I'm scared that my piercing will get infected. I'll start wearing makeup a little later. So I went to a place called, it's a tattoo shop called Tattoo Dynasty. It's in Joppa, Maryland. I used to go there when I was like in college. So they have this thing called $20 Tuesdays. And basically, the piercings are $20 on Tuesdays. That's lit. That sounds lit. If you like stuff like that, like deals like that, you can't find that everywhere. Like a nose ring could be anywhere from like $50 to $80, to be honest. So for them to have like, you know, the deal like that, I was like, I'm definitely gonna go on Tuesday and give them my 20. And so that's what happened. I actually got my smiley done there, as well as my tongue web, and my rook. Yeah, so I've gone there a few times. So I'm gonna insert the video somewhere, you can watch it. But basically, she cleaned off my nose. She cleaned it with an alcohol wipe on the inside and outside. She marked it. I liked it. And yeah, she put a little cork inside my nostril and pretty much whoop, with the needle, and then she put the jewelry in. Oh, and the $20 does include the jewelry as well. So the type of ring that I got that's in my nose, I believe it is called, because I didn't get to see it, but it's a nostril screw. So it's not the L shape, but it is a screw. So her name is Jen Brooks at Tattoo Dynasty. And after she gave me like you know, Aftercare sheet and all the information, let me tell you why this is clutch, because after we were like driving away from the tattoo shop, I'm just like thinking about like, okay, well, what size is this? What kind of nose rings do I get? But she actually wrote all of that on here for me. And so it's an 18 gauge. The length of it is 7 millimeters. And the healing time is about 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm actually going to show you how I clean it, because I haven't cleaned it today and I wanted to wait until I filmed. So basically what I use is sea salt. What you do, put this in some water, some warm water, and then use a cotton ball, and you're gonna sit it on your nose for 5 to 10 minutes. And I also get a Q-tip and go on the inside of my nose to clean it as well. Okay, so it's all mixed, and just gonna let it get real soggy. And basically, we're just gonna place it over the piercing. And it does drip, so I just hold it there. Okay, so I'm back. I've cleaned my nose. I cleaned the inside and everything. I didn't want to show you guys the little crusty stuff that came off of it, because I think that's nasty. But yeah, I did get some like dried blood or whatever. I did just get it yesterday. I forgot to mention that I did get it yesterday. And really quick, I'm pretty sure someone who doesn't have it yet is wondering, you know, how much it hurts and things like that. But okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna say it's like a I would say like a 6 or 7. And I'm gonna say that because it was very fast. She didn't like have to clamp it and then stick it through. She put the cork on my nose, pressed it, boom, and it went right through. And then she put the jewelry in. And then I did bleed a little bit, but she just held the tissue on my nose for a few seconds, and then the bleeding calmed down a little bit. But when I was leaving, she did give me a few Q-tips because it was like, it was just still blood like around this area. Oh damn. Oh shit, you can see it now. That means I fucking moved it when I cleaned it. Shit. I'll move it back. But it doesn't hurt. Like, it's crazy. I just knew that I knew that my face was just gonna be hurting, my nose gonna be hurting. When I sneezed, it was gonna hurt. It didn't hurt when I sneezed. I can feel it when I yawn, which is weird. When I was asleep, it didn't bother me. I mean, it's your nose. My nose doesn't like, it's on my face. It doesn't really move unless I have, you know. I mean, you know, it's not like your ear where you could just bump it and like rip it out and stuff like that. Like, it's a stud. Oh, really quick, one last thing. I have tea tree oil, and this is basically antibacterial. I've used this for, I mean, it's kind of pretty much empty, but you don't need a lot. This stuff is very, very strong. If you do need to put this on your piercings, if it's infected, or if you have like a little bump around your piercing or keloid, I like to dilute this. Like, I will, if I'm using a Q-tip, which I pretty much only use Q-tips, I would never put this on a cotton ball. I'll never do that. Yeah, it's very strong. The smell is strong, but it helps. It helps so much. So if I use a Q-tip, I like run my Q-tip under some water, just wet it, and then dip it into the tea tree oil. So yeah, definitely have to dilute this. But I'm not expecting to get any bumps or anything on my nose ring, because I'm gonna take care of it as much as I can. But you know, it's normal if you get one, and I made sure I did my research on that and everything prior to getting it pierced, which is another thing you should definitely research. The place where you're gonna get it done, and the aftercare, which is very, very important, because you can have it, but you can get it, but having a new piercing is a responsibility. It's not like a tattoo where like, okay, I'm gonna just take a shower and put some ointment on it and it's gonna heal in like a week. No, your skin has to heal around the piercing, and hopefully it doesn't reject it, because that can just be a whole nother thing. So if I miss anything, I'll definitely, you know, put it in the description box or comments below. Make sure you ask me questions. If you want to know more about the place, I can always link that below. Just ask me questions. Like. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. Yay! I'm so excited. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's just lit. But yeah, so I will see you next time. Bye.